From a building that can get louder than almost any in the National Football League, this is GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. Up next, it's our main event between the Carolina Panthers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Neither team got the start to the season that they wanted. Let's see who can right the ship as Week 2 gets underway. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Yellow.
The first carry now for Sean Smith. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Yellow.
Play action, Mahomes. Tight end reels in the shallow throw, and he's brought down after a short gain.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
To
the air on 3rd and long. Brought in by his back Smith. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he could do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. Buys time, rolling right. Complete out to the right. And they take him down right along the 30.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's a Chiefs 1st down.
It really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number 1, you got to control that nose tackle. Number 2, you got to get people to the 2nd level. That was teaching tape.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Another carry for him. And that carry only gets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Has him on a quick hitter. And they'll stand him
Kate, just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep them short of the sticks.
Yellow.
Third down, it's Mahomes. Jump pass brought in. And he's going to be just inside the 10 before he goes out.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. Mahomes throwing on fourth. This finds its targets. That's Royals. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs finish up an excellent opening series. Well, this coaching staff's got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready?
They'll start on the ground. Gallup drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, a very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Come on, set. Black. Ready?
Off the play fake, it's Young. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's 3rd down.
Playing zone coverage in the NFL, we focus so much on the safeties and corners, but so many times it's the linebackers that are the X factors. They make that zone defense go. Tremendous awareness to knock that ball away.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Check.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Going right side. Dowdle with it. Good defensive effort here. Drives him back across midfield onto their own side. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this, too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it, because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Ready.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Set. Cut. Yellow. 22. Set.
Young working from the gun. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Drew Tranquill with the pick. And the Chiefs get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
Still has some space inside the 35. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They've got first and 10 here, looking to add to their lead.
Easy.
Here's Mahomes now. That one's complete, right side. He's going to be a yard shy of the first as they force him out after the gain of 9.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Sending him on the dive. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
And looky here, you don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down comes.
16-yard line.
Coming to the line, this is first and 10.
I don't need to.
Back to the well again. No questioning on that exchange, Brock. He hits for 8 on first down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Nice run last play. Sets up second and 2.
Yellow.
Eagle play action. It's Mahomes. Throws caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs pull that in front for their 13th hit. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14.
Panthers nothing. Harrison Butker in the kickoff for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Ready up.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, first and 10.
Ready.
Here's Dowdle straight up the middle. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
Cut.
First down, Young. Pass brought in by Tyrone McMillan. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. And anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
Set. Ready. Set.
On the toss, here's Dowdle. He's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Panthers first.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that. That's Cox, Jimmy Horn Jr. And he's stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
Set. Ready.
On On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be third down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Third and a lone yard coming up.
Come on, set. 60 reps. 60 reps.
Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. Stick around. More from Arrowhead on the other side. Third and a lone yard coming up.
Here we go. Here we go. 50, green. Black shot. Set.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Throw takes him to the sideline, but he gets both feet in with the catch. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
They'll come up on 1st and 10.
Set. Hut. Hut.
Back to throw. Here's Young. Set up the screen. Brooks. He takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers making a one-score game before halftime. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
That one right down the middle. And the Panthers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return coming from the 6. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. New set of downs for him from the 31. First down throw, Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
We've got enough data now through the years to understand that an explosive play on offense, more often than not, leads to scoring. We also know if you can create a negative play defensively. In a tightly contested game like this, every play matters. And to get that negative play, put this offense on their heels, exactly what this defense needed.
Well, it is 2nd down, Brock, and they've got a full 24 yards to go here after that sack. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Lofts it deep right side. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. And it's as we expected, partner. The call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give them that 1st down. The penalty erases an exciting turnover, makes it 1st and 10. They'll run here following the penalty. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down. It's the first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He'd been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it. Right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball. They still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Yellow.
Air it out on 3rd. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure. Let the cover guys go shut it down.
Butker knocks it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
We hear it every single week, Kate, when we talk to these special teams coaches, frankly, the whole team and head coaches, how important just that momentum is coming into break and heading out of break. Well, that was job well done. Mission accomplished to score before the end of half.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins.
Ready.
Young on 1st and 10. Dumps it off to his running back. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know coordinator quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Yellow. Let's go. Ready.
This is Dowdle on 2nd down. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Drew Tranquill brings him to the ground. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Ready.
Here's the give to Dowdle. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
Down. Ready.
Here's Dowdle again. Past midfield to the 45. And he gets this all the way to the 31-yard line. He picks up 28 on the play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Commit rest. Come on, set. Hut.
1st 1st and 10. It's Hubbard. And second down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Here we go, set. 33, yellow. Ready?
Out of the gun, Young. That's incomplete on second down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Set, ready. 50, set.
Third and long for him here. Downfield, and he's got McMillan. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Here we go, set.
Here's a dive up the middle. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Well, the big guy gets him some positive yardage in close. It's not that the defense didn't expect run. I just don't think they expected him to be the one running it.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, here we go. 60 red, 60 red.
They kick the running back in motion. Shotgun snap now to Young. This one's caught. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
First down. 1st and goal, Carolina.
Okay, ready?
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal.
Set, hut, hut, hut.
Young throwing here. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And in step 1 towards the goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
The 1st and goal pass, yeah, it can be an act of surprise at times, but let's give some credit to this defense and the coverage in particular. They stayed focused and locked in on those routes, giving that rush plenty of time to get home, and now make 2nd and goal much, much more difficult.
Second and goal coming up from the 7.
Ready, ready, hut.
Now it's Young. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And back-to-back sacks have these guys suddenly staring at 3rd and goal.
Kate, you just know as a quarterback there's situations where you're going to gain the trust of the play caller or quickly lose it. And when you take back-to-back sacks, you've lost the trust of your coordinator. And now on 3rd down, well, you better do all you can to regain it.
Set, set, hut.
Young on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Now quickly things can change, partner. The pain from being taken down that prior play, yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used the pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw, and he gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
One after is good by Fitzgerald. And the Panthers cut it to a field goal game.
Panthers 14.
Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Here's a return from the 7. brought down just inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Mahomes. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Short pass brought in. He's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Throw in is Mahomes. This one's caught. Smith has it. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Fresh set of downs now from the 39. Mahomes on 1st and 10. Looking right, and he finds it. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
Yellow.
Out of the shotgun. They'll give it to him inside. He takes it down to the 33. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Chiefs football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. First down now, ball at the 33.
Yellow. 180.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Throwing the out route complete. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Back play, straight ahead. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
The only thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. Gets it down close. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs make it a 9-point advantage. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Panthers 14. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Young working from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Out of the backfield, he was looking for Jonathan Brooks. So it'll be 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Drew Tranquill with the pick. And the Chiefs take over as he records his 10th career INT.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. Casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. They give it to him again. They're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave them enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
But somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down.
Yellow.
Hand off now from the gun. And we'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Yellow. There's a blue lady.
Here's the one back on the handoff. And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
And these are the type of games he's counted on to get when they're available. Unfortunately, we had tremendous vision to see the seam and get through it before that window could close.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Chiefs nearing their first win of the season. First and goal now as they try to pad this lead.
Yellow, yellow.
Smith. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Now it's second and goal from the 1. Another carry for him. And he's in for the touchdown. The Chiefs can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs take a 3-possession lead.
Panthers 14. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35.
Their own 35-yard line.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, first and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. That's cut by Brooks. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
Yellow, 22. 10.
Inside give to Dowdle. And second down only works out for a yard.
Taking down at the 31. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Let's go now.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
They've got to go for it in this spot, Brock. This is 4th down.
45. White.
Desperation time here. Got his man. This is McMillan. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Look at that. No worry at all from their sideline, Brock. A 13-yard pickup on 4th down. That was impressive.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
Set, hut.
Here's Young to throw. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. Now it's Tataroa McMillan he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. The defense knew it's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
Finds him on the crossing route. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. All set now. 1st and 10.
Ready. Yellow, 43. Hut.
From the red zone on 1st. And he's got it. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers get it back to within 2 possessions.
Touchdown, Carolina.
All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Fitzgerald up and good on the PAT. And the Panthers cut the lead down to 10.
Panthers 21. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Return starts at the 3. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
All right, one more snap to play here. They'll run here on 1st down. He stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1. So scoreless, a win for the Chiefs. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group.